Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is the 12th of February. This is your daily market outlook for today. Before we do get into the markets, let's just quickly look at the news and what's going on. We do have CPI, the US dollar, obviously major news today at 2:30 p.m. So just make sure that you guys are trading smart and you're making smart decisions and you're not just impulsively getting into charts without realizing what's happening in the fundamental side of it. So yeah, 2:30 and 4 p.m. we have major news with the US dollar. So just keep that in mind. But let's still obviously have a look at what the charts are doing today and where the markets is currently at. Before we do get into it, I want you guys to make sure that you're obviously subscribed to the YouTube channel and you are showing some love on there. I want to get this YouTube channel as big as possible. I want it to be reaching more and more people. And I can do my bit by uploading and giving value to you guys, but I also need the help with just subscribing, notifications on, comments, likes on the videos, whatever it is. Something little is better than nothing at all. So I do massively appreciate it. And as you guys will already know, we have the links in my bio, and they're the only links that I have in regards to this. Make sure you're following the right Instagram. Make sure that you're following, me on Telegram as well. But other than that, let's jump straight into the chart. So as you guys are fully already aware, we obviously have the daily higher high on the dollar and this new daily lower low. We have the daily change of trend, as you guys will know from watching my videos. And we're currently right now in between this 4 hour range. We've got our 4 hour. Let me get it here. You got our 4 hour lower high and our 4 hour lower low. So as we expect, once we created that 4 hour trend and we have a 4 hour higher high and a 4 hour low, we expect the 1 hour to be uptrending into some sort of supply area, and then we want to see a change of trend from there. Ooh, want to see a change of trend from there to then look to sell this on downwards. So we're looking at where we're currently at right now inside this 4 hour range. You can see that the market is trending on a 1 hour upwards. We've got higher high, higher low, higher high. Now we should be creating a higher low to go and create a new higher high. And that is my first thoughts. I would like to see this imbalance here, obviously rebalanced, and also this 4 hour supply area met. Now, of course, that is my predominant thoughts from a 4 hour and a 1 hour. But if you look at the daily time frame, you'll be able to notice that where we're reacting out of from this range, we've got this daily imbalance here. This daily imbalance, so we could just see this market carry on downwards. So just make sure that you guys are aware of that as well. Obviously, of course, with CPI today, potentially that could, cause the market to just dump. So it's something that we have to keep in mind, of course. Now, as you can see, let's go to the lower time frames and let's see where we're currently at. You can see that we've in this 1 hour higher low, 1 hour higher high, we've mitigated this 15-minute demand candle, which I can show you guys, but it's a 15-minute demand candle inside of here, which we've come down, and then we've started to have this 15-minute change of trend away from here. So as you guys can see, when we were downtrending, this is our last 15-minute lower high. Once we've come down, we failed to create a new lower low. We then punched above on the 15-minute. Let me just quickly show you, and we had a 15-minute change of trend. We broke this 15-minute high, we come down to mitigate this 1 hour demand candle, and then where have we moved from? There's this 1 hour demand candle with imbalance here. We then moved above, breaking another 15-minute higher high. Now again, from a 1 hour, where did it come into? We broke down, filled in this imbalance, tapped into this 1 hour demand candle, and we're now experiencing the market carrying this trend on upwards. So again, I expect the market to just carry on upwards from here as of right now. Otherwise, obviously it could be different once CPI happens, but as of right now, this morning, that is what I expect. That leads me on to Euro USD. So if you look at Euro USD from a 4 hour standpoint, and let's just focus on the 4 hour for now, you can see that we've got this 4 hour lower high, 4 hour lower low. We've had the trend into this 1 hour supply, and then also not only mitigate this supply area, but also take out the high. So we've had two confirmations, mitigation of the supply and also a liquidity sweep. Once we've swept that, we've had this 1 hour change of trend. And then where did the market come into? So let's focus on this. This was a valid higher low, higher high, taking out the liquidity, mitigate the supply, 1 hour change of trend here. Once we come back up, we come into this level of supply on the 4 hour, then we dumped away again. So this means that from here to here is our supply our downwards trend, sorry, my mind went blank. Our downwards trend that's happening right now. So from here, let me just mark this out, to here is where we're focusing on. Now, if I just drop down to the 1 hour, you'll be able to see that we're inside of this 1 hour candle and also 15-minute supply candle within this. Now, as you can see, the 15-minute is uptrending. So as of right now, we're not looking to take any sells. What I expect the market to do is, as it is doing, tap into this and carry on upwards. If we don't get that, and let's say the market then breaks the 15-minute, that would give us confidence then of understanding that this could potentially carry on downwards. So understand that right now, 15-minute demand is in control. 15-minute demand is in control until we break this low. If we break this low, then like I said, that's when we can start to look to sell this on downwards. But as of now, let's see how she reacts from here. If the dollar is going to carry on upwards, then we should potentially get the break of this. But again, all depends on what the dollar is going to do. GBP USD, let's see what she's doing. So GBP USD, we have tapped below this, so we are starting to dump below. I did say on a previous call I just had, this is my range from here to here, and if we can get a 15-minute break from this, which we have done, that would give me more confidence in knowing that I can sell this downwards. So with the dollar trending upwards, GBP USD is looking the most likely to now carry on downwards. So if you look at it from, let's just start on a 1 hour. Or let's see, we can half it, go to the 30-minute. I would like to see, of course, a deeper retracement, filling this imbalance into this area of supply, and then carry on downwards. But if the market's just coming on trending right now, we might not get that. So if we look at a 15-minute, what can we see? Well, you can see that from a 15-minute, or if we go down to a 10, it might be a bit clearer. 5 maybe. You can see that 5-minute supply is in control here. So if you look at the trend, pull up, pull down, pull up, pull down. Right now, we could just carry this trend on downwards from here. But yeah, that's not enough for me to carry on and sell this. What I would like to see is more of a confirmation. So I'd like to see, now that this is broke, and let's say the market, gives us another break, I would then be more confident in selling this downwards from a double break. So a change of trend and then another break is double confirmation. So that is what I'd keep an eye on for GU. But as I said, we are reactive on this 15-minute supply. And from a 4-hour standpoint, we could break this, but also we've got a lot of this to rebalance as well. So sells does look pretty decent to, basically happen if you can find a good entry on that. Now, AUD USD, I'm not really liking the look of. I'll be completely honest with you. She is ugly. I'm just going to be real. As of right now, you can see that we had this daily supply met. We obviously come down, creating a new lower low. The body of the candle didn't finish below, so it was more of a liquidity sweep, but we still have it as a external break. And then the 4 hour has been uptrending. So if you look at the 4 hour, 1 second, you can see there is no real clear supply area. No real clear. We've got a little bit of imbalance. The only supply area that I would like to go from if it was to react lower is from here. The reason it would be from here, 1 second, is because we've got that little bit of imbalance below this as well. We've got a tiny bit of 4 hour imbalance. If you guys can see this here. 1 second. There, the grey box. And that's where we're currently reacting. We've taken out all this liquidity, this high, this high, this high. So as of right now, if we was to dump, it would be from here. But the range that we're currently in from 4 hour is this 4 hour higher low and this 4 hour higher high. So nothing as nice as I'd like, just to be real. The only clear candle that I can see, and it's not really the nicest, is this candle here that we could potentially react from if we was to carry on upwards. this area, I need to see a change of trend from here. But AUD, like I said, I'm not even going to cover it because I'm not even going to look to take a trade on AUDSD because it's not as nice as, let's say, GBP USD, which looks a tiny bit better than AUD. And I think NZUSD also looks a lot better than AUD USD. So that'll be my predominant pair that I'd like to look for. So from here to here, you've got your daily lower low, daily lower higher high. This is our daily change of trend. You can see that we obviously have come into this 4 hour supply, taken out this low, and then now we're starting to react from this area. We've got our 4 hour higher low and 4 hour higher high. Let's just mark this out from this low to this high. So as we always say, let's say the market's like this on a 4, we've got a 4 hour range. We expect the 1 hour to downtrend into a demand area for us to then look to carry this trend on upwards. So if you look at this right now, you can see that the market has been lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Could we create a lower low and carry this trend onto this 4 hour demand and then see how she reacts from here if she does move away or if she does carry on downwards? So let's get rid of this mess and let's see what's going on. Let's drop down to the 1 hour. You'll be able to see that the 1 hour has basically mitigated this supply, taken out these highs, and we're moving away. We've had a 15-minute change of trend from here. And as you guys can clearly see, we are just melting away from here. I would have liked to have seen a bigger pullback into this area to carry on. But if you look at the 15-minute, you can see that the 15-minute is basically just, downtrending, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I would like to see either this retracing to this level here and carry on downwards as of right now. So NZUSD looks a little bit more cleaner and nicer than AUD But just like I said, if you guys are unsure with how the markets are moving today or this week, which, people are, just understand that, of course, the market is going to have some movement today with CPI. With CPI happening, be aware. Not in a negative way, just be aware because sometimes it's better to sit on your hands than not. USD CAD, if you look at this, we've got a 4 hour lower high, 4 hour lower low. You can see that the 1 hour has been gone from a downtrend into this uptrend. And I'm expecting the market to carry on upwards into this 4 hour supply. So if we look at where we're at, let's just move this out. You can see we've got a clear, it's a 4 hour and a 1 hour demand candle with imbalance here. We've come into this and also come into this 15 minutes. So let's drop down the time frame. And what can we see? Well, what I can see personally is the fact that this 15 minutes of demand's been met. Let's get rid of this 1 hour because we can focus on the 15-minute into the extreme. And now we've gone from this 15-minute downtrend into a 15-minute uptrend. So if you look at this, we've had a 50-minute change of trend. Where did the market come into? This demand candle here. We then break again. So now what can we expect? Well, we can expect a pullback eventually. I would like to see this candle on the 1 hour met to carry this trend on upwards. So we have a 50-minute demand, but if you look at the 1 hour demand, it would be this candle here. So I'd like to see a pullback into this to carry on upwards from here. Had a 50-minute change of trend, 50-minute break of structure. So as I just said, I would like to see the market come into this and then carry this on upwards. That will be my main thoughts. Let's see if we can get that. Let's move this away. If you look at it from a 15-minute, you can see that, of course, we're just uptrending right now. But let's focus on the 1 hour and see if we can eventually get a pullback to rebalance also all this imbalance that we have here. Imbalance is below this, this candle, and it's also above this day, this 1 hour and 15-minute demand as well. So that's what I'd expect for USD CAD as of yet. USD CHF, what can we see? USD CHF is moving a lot different to USD CAD. As you guys can see, if you look at the dollar, now, of course, obviously, dollar's going up. We would usually expect USD CAD to go up, which it is, and USD CHF to go up. And now, of course, we're not quite having that right now. Understand that, let's see where the market is at. we've got this 4 hour higher low and this 4 hour higher high. So obviously we mitigate this daily supply, but then we failed to create a new daily lower low and we had this bullish movement. So let's focus on the 4 hour right now. 4 hour right now, there's not any like clear demand area. So what I always do, if I can't see a clear demand area from a 4 hour, I will just mark out the last sell candle that caused the movement up that broken the previous higher high. So as of right now, you can see that we're in this 4 hour demand, and then I would wait to make a decision from a lower time frame shift to then participate. So if we can see anything clearer, we've got a little bit of imbalance. So let's say the market comes down, it might come into this demand area here. We're not quite met that yet. That's a 1 hour demand candle. Not that I'm not interested in this USD CHF. I'd rather look at the other ones. It's completely doing the opposite to what we expect. But yeah, if it was to move away, we can obviously start moving away from this demand candle here, where we're in. Or if we come deeper, we've got some imbalance above this 1 hour demand candle as well, which we're just about to tap into. So again, we could come into this from here and then make a decision. If the dollar's going to carry on, usually USD CHF will carry on upwards as well. So that's what I've got for USD CHF. Let's look back at the 4 hour. You can see it's pretty clear. Yeah, that's pretty clear to see. And that is it for the majors. As you guys know, I've just explained full detail. I'm going to flick through a few of the cross pairs. GBP CHF is something I like currently right now. If you look at the higher time frame on GBP CHF, you can see that we're in the deepest part of this daily range. So this daily range is from this daily lower high to this daily lower low. Now, as you guys can see, we've got this 4 hour supply, and we've also taken this out, this liquidity here, and we're reacting from this pretty nice. Now, we look at it from a 4 hour standpoint. In fact, let me mark this out with some dots so you can see. So if you look at that's from the daily. If you look at it from the 4 hour, what can we see? Well, you can see the 4 hours had a clear 4 hour pullback and an upwards movement. So eventually, if this was to carry on, we need to see obviously the market on a downtrend, make a decision from this 4 hour demand. If it's going to carry on, amazing, we can make a decision. If it doesn't, and we just carry on breaking down. If you guys can position yourself for some sells, that would be amazing because you can hold for a longer swing trade if we do break this 4 hour higher low. So looking at where we're currently at, we're reacting from this 4 hour supply. So as of right now, and let's look at the 1 hour. What can we see? Well, you can see that we was in a clear upwards trend. We've had a 1 hour change of trend and a 15-minute change of trend. I would like to see this market. It is just melting right now. I would like to see the market come back up to carry on from here. That would be my predominant thoughts. That's what I would like to see. If we look from 30 minutes, a nice candle. But of course, as of right now, the market is just moving. The market is just moving away. But I still like to see a pullback eventually, and then carry this trend on downwards for sure. So keep an eye out on that. And then obviously when we get into this demand area, that's when you can make a decision in there. But yeah, GBP CHF is something I like. Let's just flick through anyway. Let's just flick through. If we have a look at CHF JPY, daily lower high, daily lower low, we've had this 4 hour change of trend finally. So if it was to carry on, I'd expect 4 hour to potentially see if we can get a pullback and then make a decision from this 4 hour supply or this daily supply and see if we can get a reaction from that. CAD JPY is a little bit different. So as of right now, CAD JPY is in this 4 hour supply. Pardon me. Pardon me. In this 4 hour supply, we've got our daily lower high and daily lower low. So if we was to carry this daily trend on now downwards, this is an area which would make sense. So that is my first thought. So looking at CAD JPY, 4 hour trend is from this low, higher low to this higher high. We've got imbalance as well, so that I expect the market to eventually, come and rebalance some of this and then either carry on or rebalance and then carry on downwards. So from this supply, can we see any sort of entry as we speak? Well, if we're looking at this right now, we had this 15-minute demand in control, and this was our 15-minute higher low, and this was our 15-minute higher high. As you guys can see, right now, we've broken this 15-minute demand. So let's actually drop down to the lower time frames, 15-minute actually. If you guys can see, this is my 15-minute higher low, this is my 15-minute higher high. And I said on a previous call before this, if it was to carry on upwards, obviously this is where we'd react from. Now we've completely, completely got rid of that, and we've actually broken this trend. Where do I expect the market to come into? Well, the market right now, we've got 15 minutes left on this 1 hour demand, on this 1 hour candle. I'd like to see this candle finish below this. And then if we do carry on from here, the next 15-minute would be around this area here. 15-minute supply candle will be around this area here to carry this trend on downwards. It might be look a little bit more cleaner on the lower time frames. No, it doesn't. But yeah, that's where I'd like to see the market come into from a 15-minute. And obviously then carry on filling this imbalance and then carry on downwards because we have had that 15-minute change of trend. But what I would wait for personally, and I say this all the time, is I would wait for a 15-minute double confirmation. So that's 15-minute change of trend. And then let's see if we can get a reaction from here. Let's say we get a reaction. If we can get another break, that would then give me more confidence then to then definitely position myself to sell this downwards. And it could be a nice swing trade as well. So keep that in mind. But wait, be patient, and obviously make decisions, smart decisions. With today being CPI, you know what can happen. Euro CHF, not much is really going on, I don't think. Let's have a look. Same thing. We're reacting out this imbalance, taking out this liquidity. 4 hour ranges from here to here. I expect the market to rebalance this. If we look at this from a 1 hour standpoint, we've broken this. If you look at the 15, we've broken this low. I expected the market to come up and retrace. We didn't quite get into the deeper part, and now we've dumped away from here. So we look at it from other time frames. Let's see if we can see something a bit more nicer. Well, we look at the 1 hour. We've had a 15-minute and another one. Let's just mark this out. It's not as nice as I'd like to see. As you can tell right now, it's not as clean for an entry. So same thing as the last one. What I'd wait to see is some sort of pullback and then another break, which is a little bit more cleaner, and then try and look to trade. But your CHF on these timeframes is not looking as nice as I would like, as you can see. But if we can see some sort of like this and another break, then it might be a bit cleaner to then sell this on downwards. Double confirmation. Euro CAD I'm not really interested in. Euro NZ just been trending upwards, as you guys probably already noticed. GBP AUD, we're in this 4 hour supply. In order for us to participate in this, we would need to see a shift in the trend. But yeah, pretty much like I said, the one thing that I'm interested in right now is this GBP CHF. From this area on GBP CAD, same thing in this 1 hour supply. This is the low that I need to see broke. I gave this area out on the last call that I just done. 15-minute demand is in control. We've come up. This should just carry on upwards unless we get a change of trend. If we get a change of trend, then we can make decisions to sell this from here. But as of right now, the demand is in control on the 15-minute. Let's have a look at NZ quickly. Yeah, NZ, we give out nice areas the past week. Here. We come up mitigating and now we're moving down. But nothing clear as I'd like. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today. Obviously, like as I did say before, keep an eye on the news that's happening. We have got CPI today, so we can expect volatility. I enjoy CPI because after it's happened, it gives us more of a direction of where we need to look to, basically have a look at the market. So, we could have potentially better moves going into tomorrow after CPI has happened. But guys, other than that, I appreciate your time as always. Feel free to, drop a comment below. I would just want to, say I appreciate every single person that's, messaging me privately, showing the results that they've been having, explaining what this is doing for them. I really, really do appreciate you guys, and I do appreciate connecting with you guys as well. So, huge shout out to yous who are plugging in on a day-to-day basis. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you. We will catch up tomorrow. Trade safe, and God bless as always.